Compliance Resources Incorporated, specializing in environmental compliance for the construction industry. Hi, I'm Christina Frankenfield, the Quality Control Inspector and Trainer for Compliance Resources Incorporated. This video is about the different types of ponds used to control stormwater runoff, how they function, and how to maintain them. To prevent flooding, erosion, and pollution of our creeks and lakes, many new developments are required to construct on-site stormwater management ponds. These ponds slow down stormwater to reduce downstream flooding and erosion, and/or filter water so that pollutants are trapped in the pond rather than traveling to waterways. There are four main types of ponds: detention ponds, filtration ponds, retention irrigation ponds, and wet ponds. A detention pond is an open structure such as ponds, vaults, or tanks that are designed to slow down stormwater runoff. Water is detained for a short period, usually in terms of hours, and then discarded from the pond. Their primary purpose is to prevent flooding. They provide very little treatment of pollutants. Retention irrigation ponds are used primarily in the Barton Springs zone. These open designs retain stormwater, usually for up to 3 days. Stormwater is pumped out of the structure and irrigated on site. Filtration ponds are basins designed to filter stormwater runoff through a layer of sand before being discharged to the storm sewer system or creek. The sand captures pollutants such as sediment, heavy metals, and oil. Because of the potential for clogging, these structures require an initial settling basin that prevents some of the larger materials from entering the second pond that contains the sand filter. A wet pond is a retention pond that contains a permanent pool of water. Planted with aquatic plants, they are more effective than filtration ponds at removing nutrients associated with landscape chemicals. Compliance Resources Incorporated has asked Roger Ruker from Fuquay and Mr. Gleason from the City of Austin's Watershed Protection Development Department to tell us about the ponds they work with. First, let's...
About 170-acre drainage area that drains to this pond, and is doing a good job of removing the pollutants that are coming through that area.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gleason. Let's go and take a look at your pond out in the field. Hi, we're now at the Central Park Wet Pond with Mr. Gleason. He's going to tell us a little bit about this pond.
The Central Park Wet Pond is a water quality pond that drains about 170 acres from the HEB Central Market development and then some off-site development as well.
Are there plaques or information centers that tell us more about this pond?
Actually, there are. There's a hike and bike trail around the pond, and we wanted to teach people, passers-by, a little bit about what this facility is. So we have a sign that explains what polluted urban runoff is all about and what the pond is, how it serves to clean up the pollution, and just in general tell people about these kind of issues.
Well, let's go down and take a look at that plaque.
This sign explains the pond to those people that are out here enjoying the open space. One of the things that we have here is a drainage area map that shows the pond itself, and then the green and the colors here show the entire 170-acre drainage area. So we have the retail shopping center itself and the heart hospital, the state mental hospital, as well as all this single-family residential and retail along Lamar here. All this street runoff and urban runoff drains through pipes into the pond at the inlet up there, and then the pond starts its job. Here we have a plan of the pond that shows the hike and bike trail around it with the apartment complex and the HEB Central Market. We also have a section through the pond that starts at the inlet up here, shows how water's running off in through the pipes into the first pond, which we often call a sediment forebay. And then because there was about a
on the four main types of ponds, how they function, and how to maintain them. For more information, contact the City of Austin's Watershed Protection and Development Department.